These are the Usery Mountains over here in the East Valley. Wind Cave Trail. It was my regular trail. I used to hike this 2, 3, 4 times a week the first few years I was here. I haven't been up here in months and months. But such a regular I was that even all these months later, the guy at the desk and the booth let me get in here for free. Usually I think it's like $7. So I'm out here today. It's only 98 degrees. The forecast was originally 103. I'm gonna go ahead and take this hike. It's about 2.25 miles. Why am I out here? Not a single other person is out here. It's just me. It's gonna be like this for many, many months. The triple digits have arrived. They will not be going back down. Not for some time. October, probably at the earliest. I am still going to do it after I do a few push-ups. Why am I out here? Why am I out here? Let me think about that for a minute. All right, here we go. First time on this trail in a second. It is open. It's not closed yet. At least there's no sign indicating as much. They had closed them in March when it reached the triple digits. Then temperatures dropped. They opened them back up, obviously. I am going to walk it. I am going to walk the trail, at least most of it. I used to run it, but I'm a little out of shape, so I won't be doing that today. It's not most of it. I do not expect to see any rattlers today. Rattlers usually come out when it's in the 80s, the 90s, the high 90s. I think it's too hot for them. I would be surprised if I saw one. Which is not to say that I won't, considering my bad luck. But no headphones in today, so I'm listening carefully. You see our beautiful Martian landscape over here. Well, I guess I lied slightly. Get a little jog in on spots here and there. Increase the chances for a heat stroke. Why not? Why am I doing this to myself? Nobody else is out here. What am I doing? Don't you read the news, you fucking idiot? People die on these trails all the time, every summer. Every summer we count the number of dead hikers. Not to mention all the kids have been boiled alive inside their cars because their parents forgot about them. Why am I doing this to myself? Why am I doing it to myself? The scariest thing about hiking in the desert in this heat is that you don't know you're getting close to passing out until you actually do. It's a dry heat, you guys. It's a dry heat. It's true, so you don't really know it. So you're like right there. That's usually what happens. People don't know that they're about to fall out until they do. So far, so good, I think. Coming up to the steps now. Steps are about halfway. The steps. These steps indicate, at least what I've always thought, the halfway marker. Getting there. I'm getting there. I really need to figure out when the last time I was up here. Now it gets steeper, more of a zigzag. It was pretty steady for all that. now it'll get steeper. Going to the top. Wait, I said top. Actually, the top is way up there. I'm going to where that little dark spot is at. We'll try to point it out. We'll not try to point it out. I do go to the top sometimes, often. Used to. Great. Just wonderful. I honestly don't know if I should continue. Feeling a little weird. I'm out of shape for sure. I'm just overthinking it. I'm pouring buckets right now off me. I don't know. I don't want to be a bitch about it. No complaints, no excuses. As I say, why am I doing this? I refuse, absolutely refuse to become a Maricopa mole man. I don't want to live inside for another summer. I'm not a homebody. And I'm not much of a barfly. That's why. I get angry when I see these realtors, these Phoenix realtors on YouTube, trying to sell this place as some kind of great outdoorsman paradise. The hell if it is. The hell if it is. You know, often, I mean, of course, the trails are empty. You know, often I go to a park, if you can find one, because we don't have very many parks in the area, despite being fucking huge. You just sit there standing around like, where the hell is everybody? Where is everybody? It's like living on a Martian colony for sure, man. One air-conditioned bubble to the next. It is truly a weird place to live, I'm telling you. It's no outdoorsman paradise at all. No, pretty soon we'll be either burrowing underground or fleeing. No complaints. Love this place. Love it. Absolutely love this spot. Nowhere else I'd rather be. Absolutely love the fucking desert. Every once in a while you need to make small compromises, like falling out because of, you know, heat exhaustion or something like that. No complaints. Not bitching about it at all whatsoever. Burrow underground to escape the harsh conditions of the surface. Place completely incompatible with human life. Great place to be. Absolutely wonderful if you're a mole man or a homebody, an alcoholic. I'm at least one of those. Truly a bizarre place to live. Well, I could not make it to the cave. Not this time. I was getting close, and then I started shaking a little bit. Started thinking about it a little too much. Realized I had drank my only Gatorade. Decided to head back down. It could have been because I started coughing a lot too. Every morning we wake up with a cough. We breathe in some of the worst air in the country. Every morning, my afternoon, and throughout the day, we're coughing. My son's constantly. Not that I'm complaining about it, you know. Asthma, skin cancer, heat strokes, these things build character. So I'm not bitching or complaining about it. I love living in hell. It's wonderful. Again, I really do. It's wonderful. Great spot to live. Great place to be. I love it here. Truly, really. Can't get enough of it. Wouldn't rather be anywhere else. When I return from California, it'll be 105, 110. That is 2 weeks from now, probably. I'm guessing. I'll try it again. Maybe by then my oxygen therapy, which is what I consider my trips to California to be, will have had a beneficial effect. And I'll give this another shot. bring more liquid next time. Something. I'm going to make it. And I'm not going to be a mole man this year. I'm not going to be. I refuse to. And if that means I, have to be helicoptered out of here or brought out on a gurney, hey, whatever it takes. Not complaining, not bitching about it. Absolutely no bitching, no complaining, no excuses. All right. Now, for anybody else who says that I do complain, Phoenix, Maricopa will toughen you up. I think there's something to that. I'm not nearly as tough as people who can lock themselves in their house for 8 months out of the year. So anytime anybody wants to come up here and race me to the top or meet me at the top, we can do that anytime. We'll go give it another shot. Okay, so goodbye for now to all my fellow Maricopa mole men. We'll see you later. I love it out here. Wouldn't lie about that. My favorite place to be.